this is the second time I've started this up, and I'm hoping that I'm going to keep it on my phone here as far as the chat. I'm going to try and make sure that I can view what's going on as far as the chat goes, but I'm not going to open up a window on my computer. It seems like trying to drive with a browser window is really like causing it to hang up and everything. So I just want to get through this round and everything will be hopefully copacetic. So if this crashes again, I will almost certainly just record the final round off the live stream and then upload it, and hopefully when we get back to when I get some components for my laptop, it will get better. We will see. Alright, so Yun Lee Song at this 13th hole. He's got chips to use. Now he's quite a ways down, but we might as well go ahead and put through and use them here. And again, feel free to comment if you are in the chat, as I will respond. But he's going to use a blue chip, and let's see if this is daunting or not. It is not daunting, so he has control. And so let's roll. That's a 1-4-5 on the par 4. Duffer or Gilded. Yun Lee Song is neither of those, so it takes a crazy bounce. We got a short game check. Alright, so 4 on the short game. Stone, he's not stone, so we'll have an easy par. So to stay -2, again, there's 7 back, so it's a par, but I think I am going to use some out of contention, just try and condense this final round a little bit once I get through this series of holes. Looks like there's somebody else here in the chat. Please leave a message if you're here, so I know you are. I'm watching on my phone, not on the computer, so because I think that now I did a bunch of updates, maybe that would help, but I don't really want to chance it, so I fired this up a different way. So we're going to go back to 12. Again, Franz Hackl, your leader right now by 1 over 3 golfers. Chico Fonseca, Gail Honorado, Su-Cheng Tien. And it'll be Isaac White who will be the first to play here at 12 in this group. Golfer control 2-4-5. Is he a legend? No, he's not. So it's going to be a short game check. Too long. Green 2, is he stone? No, it's going to be a pin check. So we roll the white die again with a decider. If it's a 1 plus a dot, it's a hole out. Otherwise, so it's a 4. So that's going to be breaks to the right, rolls past the pin. Or breaks to the left, rolls, moderate putt for par. So a moderate par is a 1-5, as you can see in the bottom right hand of the screen. And he holds it out, and will stay -7. Okay, Gail Honorado, 3 under on his round so far, 1 behind. Can he take advantage of this shorter par 4? Okay, 1-2-5. Yes, he has control with a 3. Is he a bomber? No. Hacker? No. It's going to be Golf Cam Green on a friendly green. This should be give him a good chance at a birdie. Green 2. It is cordial. Or it is a friendly green, so a clutch birdie putt for Honorado. He's going to use the blue chip. That'll make him gold. 1-5. He hits the 8-footer, and it's in the hole. Honorado joins the lead. And now Bryce Cadogan, or Cadogan. It's going to be white 6. That's a patient par. Patient par, and we move to the 11th for this par 3, and it's going to be Chico Fonseca, one back, ready to play here. 194 yards today, and he's going to take a patient par. Although he is semi-soft with a dot. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this. So it could be a patient par, but on a par 3, you automatically take the green die roll, and because it's a 3, which it matches the par, it goes to the secondary check. And if he's soft, which he is, this is a moderate pitch for birdie. He's going to try and take this birdie putt, or birdie pitch. So with a 1-2, chance to tie the lead. And he misses it. So now an easy par. Gives up the chip, but had a chance at maybe joining the leader there. So, little addendum to that rule. Again, please feel free to comment. I do have the live chat up on my phone. Hopefully these issues I'm having will be abated in the very near future. Another reason that I hadn't made many videos lately is that the phone. And we're Franz Hockel now, but the phone. Okay, well, he needs a clutch putt to earn that blue chip. So a 1-4 and to stay in the lead, and he does make it. So Hockel remains in a tie for the lead with a clutch putt for par. And then Eddie Sykes extra control for Eddie hasn't really helped him today, and he does earn it 1-3-4 with that white 4. That's where you get extra control. Hopefully everything is looking and appearing good. So he's not a hacker. So we go to right now, and he is semi-cold. But the dot is no, so 3 is going to ask if he's cold, and he's not. So that should be an easy birdie putt for him. So 3, cold, no, easy birdie putt. So 1-4, and he would birdie, and he makes it. So Eddie Sykes to -2, 7 back. So we're at a point now where we do the emerging contender, and I think I will, like I said before, do some out of contention right now. Hold on just a second. Never mind. All right. Just trying to... All right. So we are at the emerging contender. And so if your leader is 2-4 under par, which we do have Honorado tied for the lead, and he's -4. So we are going to only do one emerging contender roll. Now it needs to be a 1. Need to have at least one of these 2 dice be 1 for there to be an emerging contender. And it's 24, so no emerging contender. So no emerging contender, which kind of makes things a little bit more smooth. And we'll go to the 15th. So the 15th, cordial par 4, semi-cordial par 4, 398 yards, a little shorter than a couple of the other par 4s we were seeing earlier. 3 degrees of course difficulty. Oh, and we were talking about doing some out of contention. So let's talk about that. Usually what we would say is 6 back, but what I would do is anybody 7 and above. So Eddie Sykes, well, definitely Burke Yielding, because he only has 4 to play and he's 7 back. So I feel very confident he isn't going to be making any kind of a run. Yunli Song has 5 to play and is well, Yielding was 8 back, right? Lee Song is 7. So yeah, hopefully that's great. Thank you, Larry. Thanks for dropping in. So Yunli Song being 7 back with 5 to play, I'm pretty confident about bringing him out. Cadogan he's 7 back with 6 to play. So just to update again, I'm trying to run this a little differently because I'm trying to do this without the little what do you call it, monitor, or there's like a control room you can have on a browser window on your computer, but that seems to be the thing that eats up a lot of. So I don't know, maybe there's a way to set it up on my phone, but this seems to be working fine. Everything seems to be okay at the moment. So but that's why I'm trying a little different method to get this going, because again, my computer has been crashing. Hopefully by next weekend things will be a little more stress-free, but we'll see. Seems like with me everything is kind of stress-free. So Eddie Sykes, again, he's 7 back with 7 to play. We're going to hold on with Eddie for another go-around, and maybe just because he's in this group we'll stick with him. But let's see, what else do we have? We have Lonzo DeLucci, 3, so it's 6 back. But he's still within 6, so we're going to keep him in here. Alright, so the 15th, we already mentioned, it's a shorter par 4, not too much difficulty, and it's going to be Shinji Kanishi, who is on a 3 birdie run here, is going to be the first to play. Relatively straightforward inward 9 here, so only that one hole is really like a tricky one. 4, 5, 6 means golf cam course. So green 4 is it cordial? Semi-cordial has a dot, so he's going to have a clutch putt for birdie to have 4 in a row, and that would bring him to -7. So he is still well in contention. Now he's semi-gold, so using a chip here would feel a little empty. I think we're just going to go ahead and let it go. 1 to 4, and it's a birdie. He gets another blue chip, and he's within 2. Kanishi wishes he hadn't had those 2 bogeys early in the round, but he is on a hot streak right now. Okay, out of contention, it's semi-cordial. So we're going to play Burke Yielding. Semi-cordial is that's a par for him. And now Kenji Morita. Two means it's going to be 2, 3, 5. Okay, Legend or Shaper. He is a Shaper. He'll get a blue chip, and he hits it well. The gallery cheers for him. 5, he's not a hacker, so he gets a moderate birdie putt. He's going to use 2 of these chips. He's got quite a few of them there. To go from moderate to easy to gimme. So a gimme birdie putt for Kenji Morita. This would get him to -5. And he makes the birdie. He's well in maybe a chance to reach the top 5 if he can just keep moving right along here. Okay, so back to 14, and it's going to be Sucheng Tian. Looking to impact this round, but it's going to be course controlled 34. He puts it into the bunker with his tee shot. And a green 6, he comes up with a nasty lie. Semi-sandy, no dot. He's going to be a double difficult putt for par, so he's going to lag it here. And he is able to get it to within an easy bogey. Oh, and he misses the easy bogey. It's a tap in, but he just loses focus. A little too much break on that. And now a gimme double bogey. And that is, with 4 left to play, that's going to drop him to -6, and he's really going to need some help now, I think. That's a terrible break for Su Cheng Tien. Seems like every tournament he's been in, he's had one of these little meltdowns on a hole. Okay, semi-cordial again. That's a 2. We'll roll the decider die. That's going to be a birdie for Yun Lee Song. Too little, too late. Now coming off a bogey, Lonzo DeLucci. And he has control of it, but 3, 4, 5, it's a terrible drive. The gallery groans, and he's going to earn a red chip over that. Oh, hey, Jason, yeah, well, as long as my laptop does its thing in the right way, I'll be here. So he's not a master with 3 and the gallery groans, so it's going to be a moderate par putt. So he's going to have to take his par and move along. DeLucci -3. So yeah, well, it's good to know this is working. I was trying this in a little different fashion than usual. So to 13, it'll be Gale Honorado. This is not an easy hole, so he's going to have his wherewithal about him. So 16, Golf Cam course. The decider die is telling us it's not a daunting hole, so that is to his advantage here, with it being semi-daunting. So go to the green 3, cordial no, it's not daunting either, but he does need a clutch putt for par, and clutch putting is not his strong suit. So he's going to need a 1 to 3 here to stay tied for the lead. He would also get a blue chip if he can make it 1 to 3. It's a 5. He earns a red chip, and now we'll need his easy bogey. So back to the drawing board for Gale Honorado as he drops a stroke on the 13th. All right, Isaac White, 2 back right now. And 34 is again Golf Cam course, green 3 again. This time the dot is a yes. This is going to be a clutch bogey putt, as it is daunting. He's semi-gold. It's a 1 to 4. And he misses it. He loses his blue chip. Now an easy double bogey, actually, right? That was a clutch bogey putt. So a double bogey for Isaac White, and the 13th is Kanishi somehow got a birdie off it. I think it's because he actually bought control of it. And now out of contention roll for Bryce Cadigan. That's a par, right? Daunting, yeah, par. Okay, good, Jason. I'm glad it's looking and sounding good. As good as it can with me being the one running my gums and everything. But anyway, so back to 12. Eddie Sykes. He's coming off a birdie, so I guess I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here. And this is a hole he should be able to... Oh, boy. And... are we going to have him attack the green? Maybe have his one chance to... You know what, we'll just leave him in here for the time being. He's in the final group. So that will give him a par here. All right, Chico Fonseca. One back. Okay, 1-3-4 on a par 4. He has control. It's not a direct green, and he's not a hacker, so we go to experience. Green 4, is he an icon? And he is. Right there it says an icon. So that is going to be an easy birdie putt for Chico Fonseca to join the lead. Needs a 1-4. Hasn't had a lot of luck on these. So this is about a 12-footer, and he's going to need to use his green reading experience, and he gets it. To his advantage, joins Franz Hackl in the lead. Now, Franz has a chance here to respond. And that'll be 1-1-3. Hackl is not a scatter, and he's not a hacker, so it's a moderate birdie putt. And he's going to take his chances here. He needs a 1 or a 2. Could use the blue chip, but we're going to see if he can get this to score on the moderate birdie. About a 15-footer. And it's in. Remarkable. Franz Hackl with a hell of a putt from 15 feet when the pressure was on after watching Fonseca hull his. He goes ahead and drains it, and so he restores his one-shot lead and actually spreads it to 2 from Gail Honorado. All right. We're gonna take the opportunity to drop Eddie. So, not beer this time. I have a bottle of beer in here, so if it sounded like a like that or whatever it is, I can't simulate that sound with my mouth, I guess. But I do have some cans of some other stuff out in another fridge we have, but nah, I'll keep my wits about me. Okay, to the 16th with Shinji Kanishi. It's dogleg left, par 4 here. 417, 3 degrees of course difficulty. And Kanishi wants to keep moving up. 155. Bomber or duffer. He's neither of those. Not a champion either. So right now he is hot, so he's not cold. It's going to be a moderate birdie putt. And he is going to take 2 chips here. And that's going to give him an easy gimme birdie putt. We're going to go ahead and grease the skids here for Kanishi. That's 5 in a row as he makes it. Up to 8 under par. Got to try and get him in the clubhouse here, right? So he takes... if we hadn't used both chips, he would have missed it, by the way. It was a green 5. So that would have been a miss on... Even if we only used one, it would have not worked out. So maybe a good call there. I guess we'll find out on 17 and 18. But here is Kenji Morita, who is next, coming off a birdie. 3, 5, 6. Scatter or puny? Scatter or puny? No. Champion? No. We go to Golf Cam Green. On a 6. Friendly? No. Is he laser? No. Needs a clutch par putt. He's going to use his chip here to get gold so he can hopefully stay at par, and he does. Probably, I don't know if that's the right play or not, but he gets his par and he's going to stay 5 back. One might argue he should save that, see if he could goose a birdie putt along. Yeah, who is this? This is Burke Yielding on the out of contention roll. That's going to be a par. so next up, 15, and it will be the out of contention Yun Lee Song. Semi-cordial, and a 4 is a par. Lonzo DeLucci. That'll be golfer control 134. It's not direct. He's not a hacker, so we get experience. Is he an icon? Semi with a dot, so yes. So this is going to be an easy birdie putt. 1 to 4, and he misses it. So now it'll be a gimme par. He's going to use the red chip to go back to easy par, and he makes that. And now Su Cheng Tian coming off a double bogey. He was right in the thick of this, and now he's going to have to really put his nose to the grindstone to be able to bring this back. Not a yeoman. He is stormy. Falls short of the green. It's going to be a green 1 on the short game check, so that he is soft. He's chipped it in for birdie. So after all that, even though he is stormy, he gets a birdie, and that's 1 back. So now he's only 3 behind. Hi JT 2.0. 2.0. If that's JT Real Muto, good job with the win today. I did catch the end of that. Although Kimbrel looked like he was a little shaky, as he often does. All right, out of contention, Bryce Cadogan. I doubt it's JT Real Muto. That's going to be a birdie for him. Could be Justin Thomas, right? That's another JT. I don't know. I don't think he'll be in the Ryder Cup, but maybe he will get sort of the gift from Zach Johnson. Speaking of golf, right? Gail Honorado. We could spend a red chip here and give control to the hole with being semi-cordial. But let's just see if this can get absorbed somewhere else. 144. Legend, semi-legend, no dot. Champion, no champion. So it's going to be a golf cam green. We have to re-roll because we already did the legend check with the decider die. So 1 on a par 4 green. Is it challenging? No. Scatter? No. So we didn't even have to check the decider die. Clutch putt for birdie. All right, he needs a 1 to 3, or he's going to end up with 2 red chips. Can he get the birdie here and move to -9? He does. There goes the red chip. And a birdie for Honorado. Still in it. A shot back. And now Isaac White. Earlier I mentioned that I thought they sounded like Isaac Hayes and Barry White to an extent. You know, it's a fictional name. So 4 means it is course controlled, and we go 16. That's rough in 1. We go to 4. Is he a workman? No. That you look under recovery for that. So moderate putt for par for Isaac White, 1 to 5, and it is in the hole. He'll stay at -5. He's 5 off the pace, set by Franz Hockel, and so we'll go back to 13. Yeah, me too. I could do some beer league softball and some beer league golf, but none, nothing to the level of those two guys. Okay, so this one here is this could be a stumbling block for either of these guys. So Fonseca will be first. He started out the round 4 over par on the first 4 holes. Double bogey, bogey, par, bogey. But then 3 birdies in a row. He birdied 9 to go out in 35, even par. And then he birdied 12 So that's why he's at -9, 1 under par, looking to keep this run going. It's going to be tough on this hole, though. Well, that would be a special result if it was just about any other hole. But this is course controlled, and it's going to be rough in 2. Might actually work out well with it being a green 1. Is he a workman? No. So he's going to have a pin check. So we'll roll white and the decider. It's got to repeat here, and so to be an in, but he doesn't. So an easy par putt. Fonseca would take this on this tough hole, and he makes it. So par for Fonseca. Now he's just like, come on there, Franz. And Franz can't take control because he only has 1 chip. So, and it's going to be 26 golf cam course with a decide or die. Yes. This is, let's see, what do we got? Par 4, green 5 is a daunting hole. It is. It's going to be a double difficult putt for par. So in theory, you would have a strategic choice here, but it could be for naught, right? You could use the blue chip to take it from a double difficult par to a difficult par, which would be, I mean, it's a significant improvement in your odds, but you still have a 50% chance of missing it, and then you'd be burning a chip on a 50% chance, right? I think what you do is you hold on to it and you take your lumps with the lag roll here for Hochul, and he is going to then need an easy bogey putt and live to fight another day, and that's what he's going to do. So Franz drops into a 3-way tie for the lead as Sykes finishes up this hole. Semi-daunting 6 is a bogey. All right, this is getting tight. Chico Fonseca, his name is at the top of the leaderboard. He is, so I did set it up here to where it does have the rank. A lot of these guys are not ranked yet because they were not in the first tournament. In theory, I could create my own little world golf ranking, which would be sort of like, okay, let's take last season and this season and try and do an approximation of where guys rank, or have points available, right? But we're not doing that. We're just using the way it is. So Fonseca finished in 2nd place in the first tournament, as well as Isaac White. So White being a relative newcomer here, but Fonseca looks like he's primed for a good season here, and still he might have a chance at his first win. All right, we'll head to 17. So 17 is the signature hole at Wiley. I should have a picture of it up here, but I'm afraid if I do anything with my computer that's not just sticking around in Excel, that maybe I'll have another hiccup. But you don't have any water here, but some tough rough here. You got a couple, and you also have like a buried line in the sand potentially here, where you have trouble. You end up in the sand with your second shot. So, but Kanishi, that's a choice, right? We have a choice here. We could use this blue chip, and the trouble is, with it being semi-challenging, there are certain rolls on the golfer control charts that lead to golf cam green, and then this semi-challenging can be a little sneaky booger. So in some regards, you might be better off taking your chances on getting a golf cam course where you don't have daunting, or maybe maybe you end up in the rough with a low green total, and you have an easy par. So let's see. Kanishi, he's only one back now. So let's hold on to this chip. 12. He's in the rough and one with a green one. So it's just exactly what I was talking about, right? Rough and one. He's lucky he doesn't get the... So we go with black and silver. He's lucky it's not 11. Because that would be sand and 2, and that would pretty much... He'd be trying to chip in for... Or punt or splash out for par, right? But in this case, green 1... Is he workman? He's not a workman, so he has a pin check. So he has a chance to roll this in. He would need a 1 plus the decider die to have to come back. Yes. Oh, and it's a 6. That's the worst one. That's a difficult putt for par. So needs his nerves here. 1 to 3. Boy, do we use this chip? We have the 18th is a scoring hole. Do you want to try and save something for a moderate to then make easy eagle, or do you want to try and make sure you get your par? Because even then, you're not making sure you make your par. We're going to take the chance here. Needs a 1 to 3. Can he get it? And it's a 4. So that was a difficult par. Now a moderate bogey. Needs to stay 1 to 5, and he does get it. So ends his 5 birdie streak with a bogey, and he's gonna need 2 strokes going into 18. Still with many holes to play for it there for the other guys. So now Merida. Kenji Merida. Man, Kanishi could have used that one. Oh, wait a second. We got the 3 here, and he's semi-soft, and the decider die is yes. So let's go ahead and do we're going to do the moderate pitch for birdie here on the par 3 instead of the patient par. It's late in the round. Can he get a 1 or a 2? No. Easy par. It's in the hole. All right, and then neutral par for Burke Yielding. They'll be heading off to 18 while we finish off these other golfers in this rotation. So Shu Cheng Tian, 2 back, has time, has a couple chips, playing the par 4 16th. And it's going to be 36. That's going to be the sand and 2. And a green 6, a terrible lie. So this is semi-sandy, no dot. Doesn't get that. So a double difficult putt for par. And so Tien he's going to have to lag it. Man, this is not working out so well for him. He had such a great round going, and then just hit a couple of snags here. Easy bogey. He makes that, but a double on 14, a bogey on 16. He did have a birdie on 15, but that's just not going to get the job done. He drops back to -6. Yun Lee Song, and that's a birdie. Gets back to -4. We should probably bring him back in, and then he'll start faltering again. All right, Lonzo DeLucci. It's funny. Yun Lee Song's ahead of DeLucci, but I'm rolling DeLucci and not Lee Song. Maybe I'll flip him after this hole. 22, Golf Cam course. Green 6. Daunting. It's not daunting, so a clutch putt for birdie. He is semi-rust. Needs a 1 or a 2. Misses it. Red chip. Easy par. He'll make that. And let's just do this right now. I'm going to drag Yunli Song back into contention. Flip-flop them. Okay. 15. Bryce Cadogan, 2 on a semi-cordial. We'll roll the decided eye, and it's a birdie. If you just roll the out of contention check every time, everybody gets a birdie, it seems. All right, Gail Honorado next up. Tied for the lead. Birdie hole here, potentially. 36, though, rough in 2 and a green 6. This is not the way he drew it up. Needs to be a master. He is a master, so he'll have an easy par putt. He's going to get away with this. So the green 6 gave him a master check in this rough in 2, and he makes the par putt. So a little bit of a adventure there for Gail Honorado, but he gets the par, stays tied for the lead. Isaac White needs 4 shots, swings here somewhere. So rough in 1, green 4. He's not a workman, so he'll have a moderate par putt. And he makes it on the 1 to 5. Okay, now the 14th. Chico Fonseca. Aiming for glory. Can he do it here? He'll take a par. It's an easy hole, but take your pars and your chips when you can get them, because you never know when they're going to come in handy down the road. Franz Ockel. He bogeyed the tough 13th, and it's a 4-5-6. That'll be Golf Cam green. Par, and then so the par 4 green, and then green 4. Friendly, semi-friendly, no dot. So we get to go all the way over. Clutch putt for par. Semi-gold. 1 to 4. You earn a second blue chip. And it's in the hole. So Ockel remains at -9. And barring the Eddie Sykes out of contention roll, it's going to be a 2. And there's a par. Okay, so reset. Chico Fonseca, Franz Ockel, Gail Honorado are all tied at -9. And when I broadcast the first 3 rounds yesterday, I did make a mistake. This is a par 70 course, not par 71. Only 1 par 5 on each side. And this is when we reach the one on the back. It is the 18th. The final set of golfers coming through, and it'll be Kenji Morita first. So 551. It's a sizable par 5, but you can get there in 2, and this is still within reach for a guy like Kanishi, but he'll have to wait coming off bogey. And it's going to be course controlled, because it's a 1 course control, but the 5 is up. So Kenji Morita is going to put it into, so 12 is sand and 2. On the par 5, a green 2. Is he sandy? Semi-sandy, does not have the dot. Leaves an easy par putt, and he's going to finish with a 3 under round. A good round there. You should potentially have a chance here for the top 5, depending on how others finish this course. 32 on the back. One moment, I want to touch up my sheet here as okay, it looks like everything else is going to be centered, but yeah, he had a 32 on the back. Oh, whoops. Okay, good. 32 on the back. Kenji Morita. And he puts that on the board at -5. It's not going to come close to winning, but so now Burke Yielding, double cordial 3. and a dot. That's a par. Finishes even par. Never got it going today. But Kanishi now is the one we're really thinking about. And 2, 3, 6 on the par 5. He has control. He gets a 4 on the white dice. So 2, 3, 6. Duffer, no. Direct green, yes. It is direct, so he has a moderate putt for eagle. He has a chance to put that -9 on the board, and the moderate eagle is going to become an easy eagle. So he's going to have about a 10-footer here to join this threesome at -9. Easy eagle putt, 1 to 4 for the eagle to finish his round. And it's in the hole. Shinji Kanishi with a brilliant run on the back 9. He did bogey 17, but he's going to get to -9 and post a score in the clubhouse that it's going to take double digits in order to avoid a playoff and win this tournament. So Kanishi with some really great golf. So 5 in a row between 12 and 16. He picks up the bogey on 17, saves the chip, and it comes in to help him on 18. And I don't know for sure if he could have made the par putt using it on 17. But see, he wouldn't have made the bogey or the eagle without upgrading that. So, all right. So now back to 17. Yun Lee Song on this par 3. And we play the 6 as technically it's golfer control. So this is triple threes. That's a special result. We're going to roll. For the special result, I do take the other ones. Actually, I like going black and white on the special result. And the decider die. And it is 22 on a par 3. We go level 2. Roll again. 55. Headed straight to the pin. Decider die. Bullet Eagle. Bullet Eagle. That is in the hole. That is a hole in one. Hole in one for Yun Lee Song. That's a 1 on the scorecard. He's to -6, and he would somehow need to albatross the 18th in order to be in it. But that is a hole in one, and he is sunny the rest of the round, which is 1 hole. But how about that? Special result level 2. I think that's the first one I've had, that particular one. I've had holes in one before, and we had it on the telecast, so that's pretty cool. Gotta love it. All right, we took him back into contention, so maybe Lonzo DeLucci's fans feel hard done by that, right? Anyway, I guess it's a good thing I brought him back. All right, so speaking of DeLucci, he gets a par. It's heading towards dinner time here, so I got to really pick up the pace. But we're in good shape, I think. Su Cheng Tien. Let's use a chip here. Take control of this hole. He's got some iron stats for this par 3. 4, 4, 5. I don't know if that's going to be any good. Let's see. Is he gilded? No. It's going to be golf cam green. There's exactly the problem. You take control, you go to golf cam green. Now it's 4 on the par 3. Friendly green, no. Challenging green, it's semi with a dot, so it's a clutch putt for bogey. So he is gold, so he does make the bogey. He doesn't get a chip because he spent a chip. And now he is on the outskirts. So you have to take some strategy choices, and they don't always pan out. All right, back to 16, and Bryce Cadogan. I'll get it right one of these days. It's going to be a par on the out of contention roll. So now Gail Honorado, one of your leaders. And it'll be course control 24. He puts it in the bunker with his approach shot to this par 4. Green 4. The lie's not too bad. He's not a workman, so he gets a moderate putt for par. These are ones you just want to, you get these little 6-footers, and you just got to trust your stroke, 1 to 5, and it's in the hole. Stays -9. 4-way tie. Isaac White. He's hoping for a second top 5 in his first 2 tournaments on the Tenacious Golf Tour, as a full-time member at least. So again, course control 55, puts it into the trees with his first shot. Green 3, he's not a workman, so it's an easy par putt. And he knocks in his 5-footer. It just barely topples over the edge. All right, so the 15th, Chico Fonseca. Chico Fonseca. Looking for his first win. It's a 14, it's a rough and 1, and a green 6, a bad lie. He's not a master. He has a double difficult putt for par. So he is going to have to, again, take his lumps here, lag it up, and he makes it. That is the master lag ding dong ditch. There it is. Dot, dot, or 1, 1 dot, 3 dots, if you will. He makes his par. That is the lag that somehow finds its way into the bottom of the cup. How about that? I haven't had the audacity to change that to to add a blue chip to that, but maybe it should. That's making a double difficult putt, but that's keeping him in this, isn't it? Okay, Franz Hockel. He's going to take a blue chip. Boy, he's building it up here for these final 2 holes, or well, 3 holes. Takes his par. Eddie Sykes. Out of contention. That's a birdie. All right. Oh, I put a bogey in there. It's a birdie. Okay, so 9 golfers left on the course, and Yun Lee Song coming off an ace at 17. What can he do here on 18? It's going to be 2, 5, 6. Is that the direct roll? I don't think so. Well, legend, he doesn't get past the legend check, so that's going to be gallery cheers, par 5. We get a green 2. Is he a champion? Yes, so he can go for it, and he is going to go for it, right? No doubt about that. Go for it, yes, you have to. So re-roll the white die. Needs a 1 or a 2 here. It's a 3. Edge of the green and 2, missed eagle putt, easy putt for birdie. Some people make a modification that if you get a putt for birdie that you know is an eagle putt, that you could actually bring it back to a moderate eagle. But I don't play it like that, and we're not going to play it here. But the easy birdie putt goes to Gimme, and that's a make for, well, actually, and Yun Lee Song would get another blue chip because you get a blue chip on that. But so that's a birdie. So he finishes the round 4 under in the last 3 holes, and he's going to end up. Looks like probably, well, he'll be at the very least 2 behind the champion, right? So, all right, let's get DeLucci. That's a birdie. And now Sucheng Tian on the final hole here, trying to give himself some good feels coming on in. He is a legend, so he'll get a blue chip. And it's a green 5, so he's not going to have the go for it. But it's a hacker. He's not a hacker, so with strong applause. Roll the white die. It's going to be a double difficult birdie putt. Let's put the 2 chips in. Difficult moderate, so he needs a 1 to 2 to finish on a high note. Nope. Now an easy par. He does get that. So he's going to have to go home, lick his wounds, and you know, -5 isn't bad, but he was hoping for a lot more than that in this tournament, especially after going on the run he did in the middle of the round. It's a good point on the chip. That's, yeah, so that is something you can keep in mind. It's one of those boutique rules, I think, that you have listed somewhere, either in the book itself or in an article by Keith somewhere, or on the FAQs or whatever, is that there are some people who might do that, who could like downgrade a putt to go one back, so go like a moderate eagle, but, or maybe it wasn't the chip, I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe you were talking about a different chip thing. Okay, so 5 on a neutral hole is a par for Cadogan. If anybody wants to take a stab at that name, Cadogan. I think it's Cadogan, but all right. But your leader here now, Gail Honorado. You can't see, can you? If I do this, you might be able to. Or the white 6, green 2. He's going to take a blue chip and a par here at 17. Play for the 18th. Isaac White. Okay, 23, rough and 1. Green 3. He is not a workman, so a gimme putt for par. And that's good. Cadogan. Alright, well, if Larry, if you're Welsh, then thank you. At least it's not one of those names that has like 2 L's and or CYM, this, that, the other. So, Brandon wants a leaderboard update as we head to the 16th with the lead group. So, 1 in the clubhouse, Shinji Kanishi shot -5 on his round and is -9 along with 3 others. 2 of them in this group, Chico Fonseca, Franz Ockel, and Gail Honorado is going to be playing the 18th and is also tied. Those are pretty much everybody that's left with a chance. So we'll do the out of contention roll for Sykes on 16. That's going to be a par. And now Fonseca. The silver die flew. 44 it looks like, right? Yeah, that was the white die was going to be golfer control, but then it got one last little carom at the end and took it to 4. So 44 is going to be rough and 2, but it's a green 1, so that's a fortunate roll. As it's going to be workman, no, so a pin check. If he could get a 1 and a dot, he would move to -10. Can he chip it in? It's on its way. Oh, and it just misses, just lips out. That leaves him with an easy par. It's Fonseca. I should have moved that. Easy par, and he makes it. Remains -9. None of these guys can find a birdie here on the way, and Hockle still has a chance here at 16. Not a difficult hole. Also a 4. That's a 14 golf cam course. Green 3. Neither cordial nor daunting, so it's going to be a clutch putt for par. Semi-gold. Would get himself another chip here if he makes it, and he does make it. So a par for Hockle now has, I'll count them up here while he has 4 blue chips. Okay. To the 18th with second to last group. Are we going to get a winner here in regulation, or are we going to need a playoff? Out of contention's a 5. That's going to be a par for Cadigan. And that he finishes up +3 on the round at -4 for the tournament. Should be a top 10 for him. Now it's going to be Gale Honorado. This is for the marbles here for him. And it's a 2, so golfer control, 4, 4, 5. Is he hot? No. And he's not cold. And he's not gilded, so we go to experience. 5 asks if he's a prospect. He's not. He's an icon. So this is going to be a moderate putt for birdie. We put the chip in. That makes it easy. Needs a 1 to 4 here on the green die to move to -10 and be the leader in the clubhouse. And it's in the hole. Gale Honorado with a birdie on 18 means Fonseca or Hockle has to birdie to tie him. Coming in. Of course, 18 is an easy hole. Birdie should be the expectation. Isaac White, try to get through this quickly. That's going to be a gallery groans. They're on a 3, 4, 5. Par 5. Not a workman. Polite applause. That's a difficult putt for par for White, and he's going to have to use the red chip. Double difficult. He's just going to lag. Then he's going to easy bogey. There you go. Bogey for White. -4. Okay, to 17, and the lead group, the only golfers left on the course, start with Eddie Sykes. That's a par. Chico Fonseca. 4 pars in a row. Yeah, you got to watch out for that challenging. So we're just going to play it straight up. 13. Oh, look at that. 13 is sand in 1, but you're going to get a pin check out of this because he isn't chunky. He's semi-sandy, so he's going to have a pin check. 1 and dot, and he would tie Honorado going to 18. Can he get it? No, it's a 5. That's going to be a moderate putt for par. Needs a 1 to 5 to stay at -9, and he makes it. Franz Hockle now. Could use chips here, but let's just go. Oh, and he gets the white 1, but it's 4, 5, 6. It's going to go to Golf Cam Green, and the dot is a yes. Green 5, friendly no, challenging yes, clutch putt for bogey. So there you go. He's going to drop a shot here. Needs a 1 to 4, and he makes it. He's going to get another blue chip, but he's going to need some miracles on 18. Clutch putt for bogey. I don't know. he couldn't have avoided it. If he had taken control of it, he still would have gotten the 4, 5, 6. So, all right, to 18. Honorado looking. There's some pressure here on these guys, and it's going to be Sykes finishing up first with the out of contention. Whoops, what did I just hit? Nothing. Good. That will be a par for Sykes. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for the update, Larry. Brandon missed a hole-in-one by Yunli Song, and I forget which one. Maybe Fonseca here. I think it was Fonseca. He's going to be... He needs a birdie. An eagle wins it. A birdie ties. And it's a white 5, 35. It's golf cam course. Could be worse. Cordial, yes. Clutch putt for birdie. He's got a blue chip. He's going to play it. He needs to avoid a 6 here, and we have a playoff. And he makes the putt. So it's going to be a 2-man playoff. Hockle. He's got to keep the chips. What's he need here? He needs an eagle, and he needs 2 chips. He gets a white 5 as well. 15. Sand in 1. It's all come unraveled here for him. Chunky, no. Easy putt for birdie. He'll use a chip. Make it gimme. But that's insult to injury. He's going to finish in second for the second week in... Well, tied for third for the second week in a row. Or second last week. Third this week. Or no, that was Fonseca. Never mind. Fonseca's in the playoff. All right. Your Jim Nance here is not getting it right. But let's just get this over with. Honorado, Fonseca, going to a playoff. I'm going to do it on paper here, because I'm not very confident in this Excel sheet, so I'll figure that out later. Let's see who's gonna play first. So Honorado finished first, so let's have him be white, Fonseca black. Whoever's lower will go first, so it'll be Honorado. All right, we're going to do 18, 16, 17, 18. That's going to be our order. So let's start with 18. So this is what I'm doing. I don't know what they use in the real tournament, but let's use... One moment while I see if I can locate the little green. I gotta get this. Want to get this finished up before dinner, and it's here somewhere. Is it up in this mess? I don't know where my little green doohickey went, but let's just play it out this way. We'll play it out the regular way. That's okay. All right, 18. Honorado first. Another 5. It's gonna be sand in 2 and a green 4. Chunky, no. Easy putt for par. So let's go. All right, I'm just gonna do it this way. We'll figure it out. Now it's Fonseca. That's a birdie. It's a winner, right? White 6 over. Chico Fonseca is the winner of the 2021 Oahu Shootout. With a birdie on 18, defeats Gail Honorado in a one-hole playoff. There you go. Dinner is served. We had a hole-in-one in this one. We had a made lag. And I believe we have a first-time winner. The Argentinian comes up clutch on 18 on the first playoff hole. So if you like this, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with what's going on here. Yeah, this was fun. See you guys. Glad this all worked out. Have a great rest of your weekend. It's coming to an end here soon. Peace, love, and rolling.